Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Flosstube episode. My name is Phoebe. This is
Joy.
Joy is our youngest. She's 8 and she wanted to come join me in this video today. She occasionally helps me in my videos on my nail polish channel. And I told her I'm going to be talking about stitching today and she'll probably be bored, but she wanted to join us.
I won't be bored.
Okay, so in today's update video, it's going to be a regular one. I'm going to be sharing with you
prepared.
Joy's gonna grab projects. I'm gonna share with you a few finishes that I had, and then we're gonna talk about whips, works in progress. This is gonna be all cross stitch today, except for at the very end, I'm gonna share a few books that I have read in the last couple weeks, and then we'll wrap it up and send you on your way. So we're actually not gonna start with that, Joy. I'm gonna start with my finishes. Okay, so my first finish is gonna go right in front of Joy's face. That's why there's not a ton of room for a helper on these videos, Joy. Here, I'll scoot back. This is Birds of a Feather, and it's called the Happy Heart Sampler, and it is all done. You've seen me share this every video since January 1st of this year. This was my two strands a day until it was finished, and I finished it like the day after my last update video. I just decided to keep going until it was done, and it is done. So this is stitched on a piece of 32 count that I over dyed. It's kind of like a khaki gray, and I stitched it with my own conversion completely, except for Pebble from Weeks is in there, and that was the only thing that I had on hand, so I used that one, and everything else is from Stash. So that is gonna be the last time you see this in a video for a while. I'm gonna we'll see if I can frame this myself. I don't know, but I want to get it framed and up on the wall. So this is one strand over 2 on 32 count, Happy Heart Sampler from Birds of a Feather. And honestly, every single second of this stitch was a joy. There was no tedious stitching at all. Yeah, it was you. There was no tedious stitching at all. So such a treat to stitch. I don't have the pattern to give away or pass along because I borrowed it from a friend. And that is my first finish. All right, so Joy is holding, oops, don't fall over. Joy is holding my next finish. This is Pumpkin House from, who's the designer, Joy? Just kidding. I don't know. This is Pumpkin House from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Can you get it a little closer in there, Joy? Right there, I'll help you steady. She's on a stool. Wow, what an awesome helper.
No, I'm just really, really tall.
Yeah, she's just really tall. Okay, back up so they can see. This fabric is just one that I dyed myself. It is, what kind of color would you call this, Joy? The fabric.
I think it's like purplish brownish.
Purplish brownish. It kind of looks like a bruise.
Yeah, it looks like a really, really bad bruise.
So, yes, this is a 40 count that I over dyed myself.
That's a really, really bad bruise.
Yes, it is. This one is the called for over dyed flosses, and I plan to stitch all of the patterns in this series on this piece of floss and make little pillows for fall, and I really, really love them. So I think I maybe have like the first 3 or 4, and they're all gonna be houses, Joy. Isn't that gonna be cute? See, it says Pumpkin House. And then,
what about
no,
this?
Not that one. That's the finish I just shared. So they're all gonna be like fall themed houses. Isn't that cute? So those are my 2 finishes. I have a finish for now that I'm gonna share really quick.
This one is a lot of factories and like houses.
Yes, so this is the Hometown Sal, not too close, baby, from Teresa Kogut, and this is my finish for now. Hold it right there for a second. This is part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So she releases each part around the 15th of each month. And I think this month she sent it out around the 16th, and it was this portion here. So
do they want to see the threads for it? So these are the threads.
Why are you laughing, Joy?
Because it's all ruffled up.
Yes, it is. So part 4 is done, and it was one big house primarily. So I just pulled from stash, both to make it more exciting to stitch for me and because I didn't want to have to go out and get any flosses that I didn't have that were missing. So you will see this again in about a month when part 5 is released, and I think we'll probably be down here. So this is a pattern that you can get for being tier 4 in her Patreon, and then you get a new piece for each month, and it is a 2-year sal. Stitch along is sal. Okay, now we're gonna be going through the whip. So Joy's picked the first one here. Okay, that's the back of it, so you have to open it all the way up.
It's this cute.
Yep, and that's actually sideways. So the orange is gonna go on the top.
Oh, this cute little rose.
Okay, so this is Coquelicots from Reflet to Soie. Thank you, Joy. And I love this design so much. Here are the flosses. I am buddy stitching this with my friend Heidi. She's Whips and Kits here on Flosstube. And we started this together when we were in Paris last summer. And so it is very special to me. Oh, there's this dark blue that I'm gonna be putting in there. That's exciting, I haven't got there yet. Wanna trade me? Your hand's starting to hurt, okay. So this is a piece of 40 count that I have over dyed. It's going to be Biscornu, I believe, when I'm done. And so 40 count, and it is 1/2, and I'm using the Soie d'Alger. That's what Joy's holding up there, and I love them. They are buttery. They're a little bit plumper though than MPI silks, and so this is going to be really good coverage, and it's making for a little bit plumper of a pull through when I go. I think that out of all the silks, the MPIs are probably my favorite, but I do really, really love these, and I love the combo of these colors together. What do you think, Joy? You like those colors?
I like these, the rose colors.
The rose colors?
Yeah, and I like these colors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're not a fan of the acidy green. It's gonna be in there a lot. So, yep, that's everything you need to know about this. This is the called for flosses on some hand-dyed fabric that I did. The next whip that Joy pulled is called Halloween This Way from the Primitive Hare. Nope, it's not finished. So I'm working on this signpost. I decided when I finished my, here, let me trade you for the flosses, Joy. When I finished my Birds of a Feather Happy Heart sampler, I decided to go with my oldest whip for my next 2 threads a day. And that was Halloween This Way from Primitive Hare. So you guys actually see this kind of frequently because it is on my Maynia whips, but it's a lot of fill-in, and so it's kind of slow going. So I have had like 6 or 7 days to be doing 2 strands a day so far on this. So I finished the little guys that were outside of the sign, and then I started
if you guys want to see the threads,
yes,
here they are.
I'm gonna put this down in a second so you can show them, okay, Joy? So I outlined that sign, and then it's gonna say Ghost Crossing, and I think that I miscounted, and this is 1 too short, but it looks like it's gonna be okay when I put the ghost in here. It'll just be like slightly more crowded together, but it'll be okay. So Joy's showing you the flosses. We have some DMC and some over-dyed flosses in there. This black, instead of using DMC, they're using, what's that, Joy?
Witching Hour.
Yeah, so Gentle Arts Witching Hour. You need a lot of that for this one.
I'll just take this so you can show the threads.
Oh, thank you so much. So it's a 30 count big spell fabric from Primitive Hare. And then these are the threads. So you will see that project every video now until it is done. I stitch 2 strands of it every day before I stitch anything else. And that is how I will get that done. And I learned that method from SarahsStitchySpot.
Okay, we are back now. And this one, spoiler, has a lot of purple.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the right way?
Yep, so you gotta turn it around.
Turn it around. Is this the right way?
That's the back of it.
Oh.
There you go.
Is this the right way?
Yep. So I stitched on this the day of my last video. Oh, it's upside down, sweetie. Flip it around.
Oh.
That's okay. It's hard to tell, huh? So this is my birthday sampler or my birthday project. This is vintage, back up just a little bit. This is vintage stitches from Jeannette Douglas. This way a little bit. There we go. Now you can see all those grapes. You're showing them this part right here, these grapes on the side. That's what I did this last time. Okay, I'm gonna trade you, Joy. So this is stitched on a, it's either 28 or 32 count that I overdyed to give it this kind of marbly look. And so some of this design is over 1 and some of it is over 2. What, baby? I know, I got those cards in Paris. She's talking about the flosses, which we'll hold up in just a minute. So I am almost done with this. So this is, I think, as wide as it's gonna go. So there's 2 rows of grapes on the side. Here's the design. So that's done. So I just need to do that banding, that banding, and then there's one final one very far out. So I only get this out once a month. So what month are we in, Joy?
We are in April.
So April, so May I'll do here, June, July, August. Looks like I will just finish up just in time for my birthday. So I'm really, really loving this. I love Jeannette Douglas. She does a lot of specialty stitches and she uses a lot of flosses, which Joy's gonna show you.
And you love purple.
I do love purple. And
Here are the cards.
Oh yes, these cards. I like to put my flosses on playing cards, and those were a set I got in Paris. So I'm using all the called for. It's some Soie d'Alger. There's some.
This is really crumbled up.
Yes, it's very crumbled.
It's really rumbly.
Oh no, this one. Anyway, it calls for a lot of specialty flosses. Not all could I find, so I'm kind of just like making do. But I really love it. I look forward to whenever this comes out every time. And so it looks like we'll probably reach the finish line just in time for my birthday in August. And then we gotta pick a new one.
For my birthday.
No, you already have one for your birthday. I gotta pick a new one for me for my birthday.
I need a new one for my birthday.
Yours isn't done yet. I showed them in the last video. I worked on yours last time. Okay, so let's get the next whip.
Work on that one. Okay, this isn't all the way done yet.
None of these are, Joy. Joy just has been telling me that these aren't all the way done yet, and that's because they're works in progress. That's what WIP stands for. So this is Dwelling Place from Teresa Kogut. I love this one. And I saw that Jan, Hoop It Up with Jan on Flosstube, and I believe that's her name on Instagram as well. She got this out. Oh, you want to trade me? Okay. Yeah, she has been working on this, and she is pretty much completely done with her border, and I got so inspired when I saw her beautiful piece. So I got it out, and I was working a little bit more on the alphabet, and then I think I put like a little bit more maybe in up here, but I was mostly doing this stuff here. So this beautiful vase of flowers, and then this bird. And Joy, can you show them the flosses? Joy keeps getting down to take a sip of my soda. It's about to be gone, isn't it, Joy, before I can even have any. So this is stitched on a piece of 38 count that I dyed. It's kind of peach. Would you call this like a dirty peach, Joy?
I would call it like a white strawberry.
Wow, that's a good description. White strawberry. Okay, show them the flosses. You can put it right in front of the pattern. So these are all just pulled from stash because I didn't have any of the called for.
For turning it around.
You're getting impatient for turning it around?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
To do it slowly or else they'll get sick.
That is so good. Thank you, Joy, for being so thoughtful. So they are, like I said, just pulled from stash based on the DMC conversion. Okay, you can put it down, Joy. And so yeah, this is.
I steal all of your soda.
This is stitched 1/2, and I really, really love it. So definitely go check out Jan's video, her most recent one, and you can see all the beautiful progress she has done on it. So my next whip is Pretty Little London from Satsuma Street, and
I'm just gonna block your face.
That's fine, right there. It's more in the middle. And this is stitched with the called for DMCs. You can pull back a little bit, sweetie. This is a piece of like already modeled fabric that you can just get.
It's right in front of my face.
Actually, if you pull it down a little bit, Joy, we can see its sister project right there behind you. Oh, you gotta move that way just a little bit. There it is. That's Pretty Little Hawaii. It's so small over there. Okay, you can hold that back up, Joy.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go get that project
okay.
so they can see it
Sure.
better.
So this is the project that I stitch on the 10th of every month for my husband and I's anniversary. And so Joy's gonna show you the one that it's a sister to that I finished last time was Pretty Little Hawaii. You guys haven't seen that in a little bit. But I stitch on this on the 10th of every month. So here they are side by side. Okay, so this is this is a 16 count Ada, I think, and so I'm using the called for DMC, and I love the colors, and it's making me remember about our very special trip that we took to London, and yeah, not too much more to say about this one. Joy said she's seen me stitching on this one. My next WIP is Hannah Campbell from Hands Across the Sea. I just started this one yesterday because, are you okay, Joy?
You're so close to it. It's like your husband
Here, let me back
to it.
I'm in love with the cross stitch, Joy. Mwah. Okay, hold it up still. So I saw my friend Heidi from Whips and Kits start this, and she said, start it with me, because I was telling her that this looks to be, always trying to make me smooch my project. Here, switch me for the floss, okay? So I saw Heidi's progress on her start on this, and I said, that has got to be one of the most interesting things I've ever seen you stitch. So she said, start it with me. So I said, okay. I pulled all of these flashes from Stash. Can you hold those up, Joy? Just off of the DMC conversion. Let's just give them a little...
Yeah, you hold that,
Oh, me
because
hold it?
I'm too impatient with that.
Oh, I'm not done with that yet, sweetie. Don't take it away.
Well, you are
So
now.
here's all the flosses. It's a mix of all different kinds of things, and I am loving it very, very much. So this is a piece of 40 count that I overdyed. What kind of color would you call this, Joy?
That is... That one's a dirty peach.
This one's a dirty peach. I think this one's pinker than the last one.
That one's a peach color. That's
Okay.
peach.
Okay.
That is peach. Like, look. Would you say that is peach or like very, very light pink?
Okay.
I say it's peach.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what they say in the comments.
Yeah, because it's like really bright right here.
That's true. The camera does make it brighter. So this was my start. I loved working on it. I even took this to the play we went to yesterday. Joy, what play did we go to?
So we went to the Little Mermaid play.
At the high school, huh? Yeah, and we had fun. Just a girls' day, just hanging out.
Yeah, and then my sister and my dad went
They went to go
to
see
the
a movie. Yeah.
with lots of blood.
And we didn't want to go see it.
Yeah, because it was like about war.
So anyway, Hannah Campbell, Hands Across the Sea, 40 count, 1/2 with flosses from Stash. What color would you call this fabric, Joy?
A witch green.
This is a witchy green. I am stitching GGR Dutch Steps of Life on this witchy green.
It looks gray to you, but it's actually green.
Yeah, it's actually green. And it has like some blues and grays in it, huh?
Yeah, but I would say it's a witchy. It's like a skin color green of a witch.
Oh, nice. Witch skin. So
Like a witch skin green.
this is a reproduction sampler from GGR called Dutch Steps of Life. So this time I was working on finishing up this windmill there. I had a little bit left to do. I felt like I did a lot on this, but then when I was ready to put it away, I thought, can you even tell that much of a difference from what I did? I don't even know. But this project also I have miscounted, and it is going to be one longer than it is supposed to be. Whoopsies. That's okay, right, Joy?
Yeah.
So here's the witchy green. So this is what my skin would look like if I were a witch. If I were a scary witch.
No, you wouldn't be scary because you're beautiful.
Thank you, Joy. I would have a big wart on the end of my nose.
Yeah, you would have a
And
big
shark
wart, and then you'll have like a big black mole, and it's the size of your head.
The mole is the entire size of my head.
Yeah, the mole
Well,
is the entire size of the whole entire earth.
I feel like the next story you write should be about that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'll just write, My mom's mold is so big, it's the size of the whole entire earth.
Wow.
And it's really, really, really getting bad.
How do I hold it up if it's the size of the earth? How can I even hold my head up?
And then it'll crush everything, and then it will be bad. It would be really, really bad.
Except it would be good because I'm going to take over the world.
And then I'll punch you in your place, and then I'll squeeze your mold.
Ooh! Okay, so Dutch Steps of Life was one that, that I rolled last time to stitch on, and then this was the other one, Fruits of Plenty from Modern Folk Embroidery. So why don't you read them what the two flosses are that I'm using, Joy?
Deep Sea and Carriage Black.
Yeah, so that's what these two colors are. Just chose my own colors. And then this fabric has green. So I was working on this big part here. Actually, I think I did quite a lot this time because it was only here. So I did all of this. Filling in with this Deep Sea is so satisfying because I love that color so much. And then I worked on all of this and I just love it. It's a 40 count that I overdyed, and then you already know the flosses. So it is 1/2, and it's by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is called Fruits of Plenty, and I love it. So that was my last whip. I have one piece of haul. Let's hold it close so they can see, Joy. So this is one of my things that I got from Market, and let's see if you can tell us what it is, Joy. This is the brand. Can you read it?
Little Robin Design.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to read, huh? And then what's her name?
Emma Thatcher, 1954.
Yeah, 1854. So I just thought that was really sweet. I want to get the other Little Robin design that has like the big griffin looking things, and I think that Kim Goldman just started it, Contented Needleworker. So this is part of the video where we're going to talk about plans. So I have certain projects that I stitch on specific days of the week. So on the 21st I stitch on the project for Honor's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that today because we're filming this on the 21st. So I'm going to put up on the screen right here in front of Joy's face what the projects are. So on the 21st, I'm going to work on Fractal Flowers by Kathy Barrick. Then, Joy, on the 25th, I'm going to work on a Christmas project. And then on the 30th, what do I stitch on the 30th? It's not in my calendar, but what's on the 30th?
My voice.
You got your voice lessons on the 30th. But I also stitch on your birthday project on the 30th of every month. And that looks like this.
This.
Yeah.
It looks like this.
So then, on the 4th of the month, I'm going to stitch on a patriotic piece, and that's my Americana Sailboat Sampler from Artful Offerings. Are you trying to rizz them up? Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is my random generator, and I'm putting in the number 23. When I tell you, Joy, you're going to shake it, it's going to pick one project from my Maynia. Okay, so you can shake. Let's see what we get.
8.
Number 8.
Okay, so...
Oh, I already finished that one. You have to do it again.
Use joyfulness, but...
There's
3.
a glare. 3. Oh, be thankful. You got to do it again. 5. Patchwork Printemps. You got to do it again. This is what's... Oh, 3 again. Do it again. This is what happens because I finished so many things. 5. Do it again. Hey, 3 and 5. 11. I already finished Deck the Coop. 3 again? That is unfair odds that it's got there. 5 again? Okay, there's something wrong with this random generator. 17. Phew! Oh, joyous day. Wow, that took a long time. So next month is going to be my Maynia month, and so I will be stitching on a different project every day of the month. And here's what I did in 2023, but everything that has a dot by it is already finished, and I actually need to put a dot by...
I'll put it there.
You're gonna add a dot for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you just bumped the camera. Come over here. So Joy's gonna put a dot for me by Pumpkin House. Right there by the 21. That one's done. So everything that has a dot, I'm gonna write on a new page for this next year, and I will put current whips in there. I'm not gonna do new starts. So definitely you will see Oh Joyous Day, which I'm putting here, by the next video. Okay, Joy, you ready to roll the next thing? This random generator, I think, should work a little bit better. So you're gonna hold this, I'll help you hold it up, and then you're gonna tap the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is my other random project.
Matters choice.
Oh, I've already finished that one. Can you do it again?
Okay. You finished a lot.
Yeah, I did.
I'll hold this.
Oh, and be kind. So
What's
this is
and be kind's on here?
It's not a Maynia piece. So this is a needlework press, and I really, really love it. It looks like this. And
Wait,
you will definitely
it looks like this.
You'll definitely see work on that one before the next video. And that is all the cross stitch talk, Joy. Now before I get into my books, do you have anything you would like to say to our friends?
It was a good time having you. We'll see you next time.
Yes, in 2 weeks. Happy stitching until then.
Happy stitching.
You don't really like stitching, Joy. What do you like to do?
I like crocheting better.
You like crocheting? What else do you like to do?
But I also like a lot. I also like Legos.
Yeah, you like Legos.
There's lots of things that I like.
Okay, so if you're just here for the stitching, we'll see you back next time. Now we're going to talk about books.
Yeah.
Okay, so I read a few books since the last time we met, Joy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the book.
You didn't push go yet.
Yes, I did. It's still recording.
Oh.
I'm going to show you the book, and you're going to tell me what you think it's about. So this book is called
Lock Every Door?
Yeah. And based on the picture, what do you think it's about?
It's about people getting locked in every door.
Like someone's coming along and locking them all in?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty good guess. That's close. The main character is actually like, oh no, I need to lock the doors, basically. So these are going to be spoiler-free reviews. I don't want to tell you guys what happens. This is a book by Riley Sager. Joyce says she's going to take some notes during this part of the video. This has a lot of nearly 5-star reviews. I only thought this one was okay. I think I'd give it like a 3.5. This one says it's a 10-hour read. I would say really only like the last 2 hours felt thrillerish at all. The rest of the book was just kind of like okay. So I have also read from Riley Sager, one that was about a haunted house, and I felt like that one was a little bit more interesting. It seems like he always has an author in his books as one of the main characters. So it was only okay for me. I also finished this book.
Rhythm of War
By
Brandon Sanderson.
And based on that picture, what do you think it's about?
I think it's about war.
Yeah? And what do you think that lady's doing?
She's hiding.
She's hiding? That's a good idea. I'm pretty sure that's Shalon on there. The character's name is Shalon. And her magic is that she can like draw a picture of something, and then her magic is she can make the picture like real life. Like it looks like a hologram, so she can fool a lot of people, she can hide, she can be a good spy. This is a book about magic. So Rhythm of War is the last Stormlight Archive book that's out currently. Number 5 out of 10 is not coming out until, I looked it up, it's like December 6th of this year, so sadly I have a long wait. I finished reading that one with my friend Leilani. This is a reread for me. I love that series, and I'm going to mourn that I don't have those characters to hang out with every day until December. Okay, so I read that. Now, Joy, this book is called
The Name of All Things
by
Jen Lyons.
What do you think it's about?
It's about naming all of the things.
How do you think that would make an interesting book if the whole point of it is to name everything? What do you think?
It would be boring.
Yeah. So this is book 2 in the Chorus of Dragons series. And I told you guys in my last video, the first one is called The Ruin of Kings, I think. And yeah, and it was very hard to follow. This one was less hard to follow, and it was mainly about the main female character. And her name is Jeannette. And she has magic powers that she doesn't know about yet. And she also, every time she goes to sleep at night, she goes and she like fights battles with demons in her sleep. So she's pretty cool. It was a good read. I think I actually liked it better than book 1. I would give it like a 4. So that was the name of all things. Okay, Joy, the next book that I read.
Yeah, I'm just getting the next page.
Is called
Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yes, by Casey McQuiston. What do you think this book's about? You gotta look hard at the picture.
About 2 friends?
Close. This is actually a romance book.
Oh.
That boy is the son of the President of the United States. His mom is the President of the United States. And that boy is the Prince of England. And at first in the book, they hate each other. What do you think happens during the rest of the book if it's a romance? What do you think?
They start to love each other.
They love each other. They fall in love. So they go from hate, then they go to friends, and then they're like teasing each other. And then yeah, and then they. So Alex is from Texas, and Prince Henry is from England, and they are friends, and then they fall in love. Honestly, this was a very funny book. I really, really liked it. It also was a very sweet and tender book, and both of the boys have older sisters that they have a really sweet relationship with as well, and I really liked it. So if that sounds like a great romantic read to you, I recommend. Very funny. So that's Red, White, and Royal Blue. And then this book I just started today, Joy. Let's see if you can pronounce this one. This is the last one.
Okay.
It's called That.
I can't pronounce that.
What do you think? What's the
Triptych.
Perfect!
Triptych?
Triptych. I actually don't know what triptych means. I think I'll look it up and put it right here on the screen.
By Karen Slaughter?
Yeah, that's a crazy last name, huh?
Will Trent?
Yeah, so this is the first book in the Will Trent series, and he actually has a show on Hulu. That is the last thing that I've been reading. So that is the end of this video, Joy. So if you hung out for the book portion of this video, we hope that you had some fun. Happy reading this week. Oh, Joy started a book. What was the name of the book you started?
It was like the Never Girls.
The Never Girls. And they go to Neverland?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of like Peter Pan.
Yeah. So if Joy finishes her library book,
like
she gets to pick a prize, and then we're going to go back to the library and pick a new book.
Yeah, and plus I just started and I need to return it tomorrow.
How do you, oh, is there a card in there that says it's due tomorrow?
She said due the 22nd of April.
Oh no.
And it's the 21st.
Okay. So, we thought you'd read a lot more on spring break, but then you got the flu, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a bummer.
Also, there's a bug right out there.
Oh, I see. It's a mosquito hawk. Okay, friends, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for joining us for this shenanigans in this video. We will see you back in the next one. Probably not Joy. Have a great rest of your day. Now we see why she wanted to be on cam. What are you doing?
I'm mewing.
That's called mewing?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was a thing. All right, guys. Well, happy stitching till next video. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Happy mewing.
Happy mewing. All right, let me give it a go. Am I doing it right? Did I do it right? Are we supposed to pretend like we're cats?
Mm-mm. It's a thing to attract the ladies.
That's a thing to attract the ladies. Okay, everybody, you heard it here. Got to do it. All right, we'll see you later. Take care. Bye.
Bye.